We made probably the best decision I've ever made in my entire life, dude. Weighed out pros, cons. I've never thought anything through this much in my entire life, dude. Frosted fudge cakes. Whatever it was, I know it's because we are the youth of the... Oh, this is on. Espresso Podcast Shot 353. I'm your girlfriend, Benny, who just realized he eats 4 birds every single day. Whoops. And sometimes 5. Upcoming stand-up comedy show, Chicago, Illinois, February 12th. It's coming up. Midwest Gang, where you at? Shh. See you soon. Rosemont, Illinois, the day after that, February 13th. Pottstown, Pennsylvania, March 8th. Rochester, New York, May 5th. Come see your boy. Throw rocks at my head, hit me with your car, slap my ass, and throw me off the comedy club roof. Get your tickies below. BennyPolizzi.com. Can't wait. Watch me on F-Boy Island and Lovers and Liars all on the CW app, and tell your homies to join the Patreon. $5 a month. Get every other Espresso pod and a live stream every Sunday. $5. Help your boy out, you know? Hey, and get all your merch at benedictmerch.com. We got Feeling Glonky hats, hoodies, shirts, the most comfortable shirts in the world. And we got new Being Nice Out Here merch. Need to trademark it. But we got hats, hoodies, everything at benedictmerch.com. Hey, can we get to the question? Can we talk? Please, can we talk? God dang. Espresso cook question of the week. What's the moment you realized you were kind of poor? Poor gang. Everybody's a little poor, you know? I don't really know if my family was poor. We were just normal. But we just never spent any money. I'm like, I don't know. The whole time I was growing up, I thought my mom just had $60. That's it. Every day. I was like, man, we're working on a tight but like nothing. And honestly, it feels kind of good to live that way. He likes being poor. I'm living like that right now, and it like feels good. I'm like, I'm not buying any more coffee. One day I just woke up and I was like, I'm not buying coffee anymore. I'm only cooking food too. Poor gang. Dude, poor gang feels so good sometimes. Just in the back of your mind, you're like, I'm doing the right thing. What's the moment you realized you were poor? Me, just now. But for me, I can specifically remember one time, like me and both my sisters all had acne at the same exact time. And my mom wasn't going for like Proactive. She wasn't buying us Proactive. We had to we begged for it. She didn't do it. Or maybe we had it one time and I think we bleached all the towels in the house and she wouldn't buy it again or something like that. So we just started putting toothpaste all over our zits. On some home remedy, I think toothpaste on zits works better than anything out there. But that's when I realized, when I went to school and showed up first period, walked into my homeroom classroom, and I still had crest on my chin, I was like, you know what? I don't know if anybody else is doing this. What's the moment you realized you were kind of poor? Were you a crest face? Did you have crest dots? Let's hear it.
Oh, the moment we realized that we're kind of poor. So I'm one of 6 kids. I'm the oldest.
Six.
I would have to say I was 5, and my dad would get me up and my brother up super early on Saturday morning to go to Meijer, which if you grew up in the Midwest, you already know what that is.
Donuts?
And we would get like a donut in the morning, and that's how he would get us to agree to go with him to come grocery shop. Now, that's not the part that keyed me out on the fact that we were poor. I figured out we were kind of poor when my dad is literally having us price check everything per ounce. Oh, look at this box of Rice-A-Roni. It's 5 cents more than this one. We should obviously buy this. You never want to not check these little tags because that's how they get you. Anyway, hope someone out there can relate. Thanks for listening.
Gosh, dude. How come when I was a kid, I thought donuts were $6 a donut? Are they honestly 62 cents? When I was a kid, I thought donuts were bricks of gold. And honestly, they are. That's one thing that is not expensive anymore. Donuts. Everything else gets so much more expensive. There's a little bakery in Indianapolis. Donuts are 13 cents. You can go in there with $1 and walk out with 2 dozen donuts. I'm like, how is this place still here? Best donut I've ever had in my life, too. My mind was blown. 18 years old, walk into a bakery, expecting to spend $40. Buy my whole entire football team donuts. They're like, that's $13.99. Donuts and big screen TVs. Walked by an 84-inch big screen TV in Walmart. Like a movie theater. Like I've never seen a bigger TV that you can buy. Biggest thing I've ever seen in my life. $284. How? No, it's so weird to me that TV, like no one cares about. I mean, everybody you have to have a TV. They're just like, yeah, whatever. Something I hate, dude. Hey, when your rich friend, poor people podcast. When you went to your rich friend's house and they had a projector on the wall and you were like, it's not that good. But deep down, you're like, I kind of wish I had one. No, my mom was price checking hard. You know what my mom's favorite activity was if I lost my mom at the store, you know what I did? I just went to the sale rack in the back corner of the store. I was like, I know where to find her. You accidentally start reading some like comic books at the store. Dude, that used to be it. Always messing with the things I couldn't have at the store. You wanted grapes? Too bad. You eat them in the store because we're not buying them. Too expensive. Grapes. I'll eat 77 grapes in one lap around the fruit. Bye. This is free. Those little candy containers. Remember those containers they used to have in every grocery store with just a scoop? That metal scoop that was like tethered to the container. And you're supposed to like scoop out candy and put it in bags. And then weigh it out. Come on, weigh it out? You want me to weigh chocolate? Weigh chocolate before I buy it. You're way out of your mind. The amount of that shit I was putting in my pockets, walk around in the store with 14 chocolate covered raisins in my mouth. Not talking to anybody, but just drooling down my face. Riding bikes. Dude, you ever take a bike for a spin in Meyer? It felt illegal to ride a bike in a store. I'm like, I gotta test it out. Nah, no chance I was gonna buy it ever. But like, pretty nice bike. Pretty nice bike. I want to see how far I can take a bike in a store. New YouTube video. How long can I ride this bike in a Target without getting escorted out? How many laps? Tordy Target. How many laps? 62 laps around Target. Just checking it out. You never know. I got to get used to this thing. I'm checking the speeds. Price checking, dude. All the way in that my mom was chilling. VIP by the sales rack. And I was like, I don't even know if we need any of this stuff. Jet puffed marshmallows. I was like, jelly. I mean, my dad was buying anything, dude. My dad had no filter. He was just going. He didn't care. He did not care. My dad, sometimes I thought he was doing the opposite of my mom. I was like, oh, you're just doing this because mom's so cheap. You're just going crazy. God, just give me the Flintstone push pops once is all I'm saying. You know, just once? Never. God damn. I think my mom thought Flintstone push pops were $84.
Oh, the moment we...
Hold on. Here we go.
Yeah, I remember when I was growing up, I was young. I was like 7. And there was a time where like I knew my dad had lost his job, but we were like, you know, eating beans and rice for like every meal.
Kind of
gas,
though.
They were so cheap at the time. So it was like seemed like 4 to 5 times a week. It was like beans and rice and maybe something else added with it. But I was like, I never really understood it as a kid. I just remember asking like, why do we keep having the same food? And, parents tried to like make some sort of excuse, but yeah, that was, now as I get older, I see like, yeah, I see why now. Yeah, I was kind of poor.
Yo, was it every family? I think we all grew up the same way. I'm kind of convinced that we all had the same family. I can remember honestly thinking in my head, all we eat is spaghetti and grilled chicken, and that's it. But I was cool with it. But I was like, man, we don't get any switch. I wonder if other people are doing that. Because you used to see what your friends were like. I was a bring my lunch boy. My friends would have the craziest snacks. And I was kind of like, you're out of your mind for bringing that to school. Bro, you're coming in here with a real lunchbox with a zipper on it. I think we were just smart. I'm going to say we were just smart. I don't think we were poor, maybe. But I brought my lunch to school, I think because it was cheaper. But my friend would bring his lunch to school too. He had the zipper lunchbox, which like kind of luxurious if you ask me. That padded one, the way you just want to throw that against a wall. God, how come everything that's soft like that, I just want to clap against the wall like it's a car floor mat. Just he'd rock a sandwich, usually on like the bread that had like sesame seeds on it. I was like, who's your dad? Is your dad Jim Harbaugh? Is your dad Jim Harbaugh? Is your dad Tom Brady? Sesame seed bun. Like a club sandwich, dude. Like a sandwich that you like really go down, like you get from McAllister's. That's like what he had. And I was like, bro, that is special. And it doesn't end there. He has a Star Crunch in a bag of chips, name brand chips every single day. Like his mom bought the party pack of chips. You know the rich kids, you go to their house and they'd have like the assortment variety pack of chips, like in the cardboard thing with the plastic on top. They got Cool Ranch, they got nacho cheese, they got barbecue Lays, they got regular Lays. I was like, bro, you live in a concession stand? All my friends, dude. The moment I realized I was poor is when my friends would come to my house and be like, dog, what do you eat? Bro, I just eat what my mom eats. I go outside, play football with myself all day, and then come inside and eat Triscuits and drink wine. That's what I do. 4th grade, 12 years old. Wine lips and Triscuits. Wine lips and Triscuits. Wine lips and Triscuits. Wine lips and Triscuits. What? Wine lips and Triscuits. Wine lips and Triscuits. Wine lips and Triscuits. What? Kind of a heater, though. I don't know, man. It's always that you're saying rice and beans. It's always that stuff that hits, though. It's always really the cheap stuff that hits. I tried to challenge myself the whole month of January. I was like, I'm not going to eat out once, and I'm not going to get coffee once. And it was easy, and it made me feel good. And all I did was eat eggs, ground turkey, and rotisserie chickens. He eats 5 birds a day. But I was like, this is all I need. I don't need anything else. There's nothing wrong with this. Rice and beans, kind of all I think about. Every time I'm hungry, I'm like, what if I just had a bunch of rice and beans, like seasoned well? I don't know, dude. Maybe I like being poor.
Okay, this question just made me laugh out loud, for real. This is a good one. So,
yes, I
have an older brother. His name is Eric. And back in the day, whenever you used to shop at Aldi, that was when you kind of knew you were poor. Mm-hmm. So we used to shop at Aldi, and then also it's called the Commissary. It's on Air Force bases. And so my family's military. And so we used to shop at Aldi, and then we used to shop at the commissary. Well, at Aldi, that was where like all the obviously like off-brand stuff is. And so when my brother would like, he was a cold lunch packer. Whenever he would, get his lunch out and stuff like that, he always had like the generic version of things. And so for the longest time, my brother was referred to as generic Eric.
Oh, so that goes hard.
Since that I was like, we might be a little different. We might be a little poor. Another one is the fact that I was cold lunch my entire school career. Always cold lunch. Always packed my lunch. We always had snacks like hidden. Like my parents always like hid the snacks. So like we wouldn't eat them throughout like the week, like after school and stuff like that. They were only designated for school lunches. So like I realized then we definitely were a little poor. And then the fact that we were never allowed to have fast food. Like we never had fast food. And the only time we could have fast food was when we were driving to the airport super early in the morning, whenever we would go to like nationals, like dance competitions, which that should have been an indicator that we weren't poor. The fact that, we danced and we could still like do nationals and stuff like that. But the only time we could have fast food was whenever we would be going early in the morning to the airport. And we were able to get McDonald's. And we thought that
fire
was like everything. We thought that was the coolest stuff. Like we thought we were so rich, but indeed we were like, that's kind of poor behavior.
Hey, is McDonald's still really is it though? How come it's all I think about still? What were all of us raised in a drive-thru? It's all I think about is in a dollar. They don't even have dollar menus like that anymore. Dude, I remember 49-cent cheeseburger day at McDonald's. And I don't know if it was just like my local McDonald's. God, I feel like I was just raised at McDonald's. Every time I passed it, just staring at it, drooling. 49-cent cheeseburger day at McDonald's. We ordered 50, put them all in the freezer, just ate them all week. And I swear to God, it was almost better the second time around. Fresh ones, good. I mean, come on. Come on. The onions, the cheeseburger. My mom would mess around and get a vanilla shake, not really tell anybody. We'd all have a sip on the way home. Shh. Burger's going in the fridge. Next day at school, felt like a weirdo, brought a burger to school. Everybody's like, what the hell? I was like, dude, it's a long story. Do you guys not know about 49-cent cheeseburger night at McDonald's? Like, am I the only Forget it, dude. The things I used to bring to school, people would act like I took a saxophone out of my brown paper lunch bag. I'm like, dude, it's just a sandwich from last night. Damn. I brought a piece of pizza. After the Super Bowl, I brought a piece of pizza to school. Oh my God. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's like I'm eating a tuba or something. Did you see? It's just pizza with stuffed crust. Fuck.
Sorry, real fast. I thought of another one. We used to, during the summertime.
Tell me, baby.
Call up our parents and we would ask if we could have like certain treats. Like if we
for sure
had ice cream sandwiches in the freezer, or like popsicles, or if in the rare case we ever had soda at our house, we always had Kool-Aid. We would have to ask to have whatever treat it was. Like we could eat all the apples, fruit, whatever it was we wanted. But if it was like a sweet treat, like we had to call up our parents at work, ask for them.
That's such a crazy phone call.
And then ask if we could have whatever treat we wanted. Again, kind of poor behavior.
I was never, you're talking about going to Aldi. My family was never Aldi poor. I've been to Aldi before. I went to Aldi in college and I was like, oh, this is insane. This is crazy. This is a different level. I had a frozen pizza from Aldi and I was like, tastes kind of poor. And I don't know how you do that with frozen pizza. I'm not above Aldi, but my first Aldi experience, I was like, I think I'm going to throw up. I also was hungover. Didn't help at all, bro. You go somewhere hungover, that place is never the same. I can't walk into a Kohl's anymore without feeling hungover. I'm like, ew, God, what happened? When did I come in here last? Jesus. Yeah, just begging for Little Debbie treats. I can remember hiding them. My mom would buy Diet Mountain Dew. Bro, we would sneak them. Like it was money. My friend, I had to bait my friends to come over. And I'd be like, my mom bought Diet Mountain Dew. Just so they could be like, oh, all right, let's go. Yes, I'll play football today with you in your backyard. Does your mom have Diet Mountain Dew? Yeah, we're in. I thought about this the other day. This has nothing to do with being poor, just poor planning. One time my mom was kind of mad at me, told my friend to come over. And I was like, my mom will say yes. He's on the way. He gets dropped off. And I go back to my mom and I'm like, is it cool if Aaron comes over? She's like, no. And in my head, I'm like, he's at the house. So my friend just has to hide outside the house. So I'm like trying to every 30 minutes, 15 minutes, I'm like going outside, check it, just hanging out with him. He's on the side of my house, chilling. And then I go back inside and kind of gas up my mom, be like, so when do you think he can come over? She's like, he can't come over. And he was he literally staked outside of my house for 5 hours until I was finally like, he's here. And then my mom, the whole time he was at our house, was mad. And I was like, oh my God. And I was telling my friend all this shit. So my friend's just at my house. My mom doesn't want him there. He knows that. She knows that. And I'm just like, want to play Madden? Had to sneak my friend over. Other people sneak girls over. I was like, nah, this is just my best friend. All we're going to do is play flag football with my neighbors. But now he's just camping out on my side yard. What's up, though? I'd go out there and be like, do you want something to eat? We got carrots. We don't have any food, bro. Maybe I can sneak you a Diet Mountain. We don't have that either. We got lemonade. He's like, it's 30 degrees. I'm like, oh, shit. So wild. I think the problem with me, you can always judge if you're rich or poor by what you have, what kind of orange juice you have, I think. You got Simply orange juice. Your dad's a doctor. Your mom has a job too. For sure. She works at she's a nanny or some shit, you know? She has a job, but it's not a real job. She's doing something. Trading stocks. Simply orange juice. Dude, we had the orange juice. Remember this? You had to take it out of the cardboard cylinder thing and put it in a pitcher and then smash it up. What was that about? And you mix it up with a big ass spoon thing, put water in there, and that's how we had orange juice? We're at that level of nah, we're not even buying Tropicana, girl. I remember Tropicana was when I saw people at Tropicana, I was like, yo, I bet that tastes so good. With pulp, never mind. Pulp just completely ruining shit. I haven't had orange juice with pulp in 20 years. What, is that still a thing? What happened to pulp? Nobody really liked it, right? My sister always liked orange juice with pulp. I was like, you gotta have something wrong with you. That is so weird. It's why wouldn't you just want it without it? Yeah, but anytime we had something good, I don't think we could ever have good stuff because I would eat it all in 7 seconds. We got ice cream sandwiches? Well, no, we don't. Give me one night with a box of ice cream sandwiches. When I'm 13? Come on. See ya. Brown fingers all night. What's up? Hey. Waving at people. Oh my God. Does he have a bear claw in his hand? Oh, no. He just had 8 ice cream sandwiches in 10 minutes. Who's not? Dude, when grapes entered my house, it was like a bunch of those bugs, you know, and like bugs like see like a fresh carcass on the ground. They all just and they scatter and it's just bones. My family with grapes. Grapes didn't stand a chance. Fudge rounds, had to hide them behind like the canned goods, you know? Dude, go to my dad's house right now. There's probably like 3 fudge rounds in the back of the pantry behind the chunky soup. I'm like, enjoy it, dude. That one's from 2002. Thought my homies were coming over. Stash some fudge rounds. Gotta do what you gotta do. They were so good. Favorite Little Debbie. I know that can't be an espresso question of the week, but god dang, man. There's so many, and I could talk about it for so long because I'm poor. But the first time, it was like summer. Dude, it's just the things I had to do for like normal stuff. Everybody was like this, though, I'm pretty sure. It took like 5 years of work to get a GameCube. I think GameCubes were $200 at the time, which like, bruh, I don't really know if that's that much. I mean, $200. It seemed like $200 a long time ago was a ton of money, but $200. It might have been 180. Like 5 years of landscaping. Like I had to get on honor roll. Like, bro, it was insane. The things you had to do. I think I cleaned the house for a week straight to get Little Debbie frosted fudge cakes. Little Debbie frosted fudge cakes. I remember going into Marsh and my mom was like, you can get them. You guys can pick one. Me and my sister went up to the Little Debbie like section, you know, because there's so many and the packaging is just banging. You tell me that doesn't stop you in your tracks when you're in the grocery store. You're walking by Little Debbie and you see that cosmic brownie package. Hold on, dude. I'll sit there for 6 minutes and be like, oh, yo. Strawberry shortcake looks, I don't even like it. They got like cherry pies. I'm like, I don't even like that, but I'd get that. She's like, you can get one. Me and my sister both made up. We met in the middle. We made probably the best decision I've ever made in my entire life, dude. Weighed out pros, cons. I've never thought anything through this much in my entire life, dude. Frosted fudge cakes. And we walked them up to, we found my mom. There she is with the cart. She's with the cart. She's over there with the cart. She's always in like the cold. She's always like by the chicken. You know, like in the produce, it's like not a good area. You're like, oh, God, it's kind of cold over here. God damn it. Dude, I walked over there like Moses with the 10 Commandments. Frosted fudge. Then my sister chimed in. She's like, cakes. Frosted fudge cakes. My mom was still like kind of mad. We're like, oh, God, is she even going to let us buy them anymore?
Oh, hey. I've restarted this about 3 times now.
Yep.
I hope this is the final one.
Be like that.
Anyways, can't wait to see you in Rochester coming up.
Yeah.
Buffalo. Gonna travel a little bit, spend the night.
I love you.
Anyway, when I realized I was poor, it was when my older brother brought me over to one of his friends' house. He played varsity football with these,
Hot.
twin boys. Anyways.
Twins, dude.
They had a little sister, and my brother had to watch me for something, so he brought me over to their house. And it was the biggest house I've probably ever been in my tiny life at the time. I knew I was poor because this house had 2 stairwells.
Oh, that's so crazy.
You know, like the heavy traffic one from the kitchen to like the bedrooms. But then there was the grand stairwell that nobody fucking used.
Frivolous.
But all I wanted to do was spend my entire time at this house on this stairwell because it was so big and it was so grand. It had like red carpet, of course. And I could like break dance out there. And it's literally bigger than my current apartment. So, yeah, I think about this stairwell all the time. That's how I knew I was poor, with my one lonely, rickety stairwell that I probably fell off like 8 times. But yeah, I love you. See you soon.
God, I love you more. The way I actually love every single person that leaves a voice message or even listens. 100%. Dude, there's this dude at the Brea show. He's like, dog, I listened to the podcast. And I was like, these guys? And he goes, I'm fam. Bro, I think I almost thought, dude, I think I hugged him so hard I left like marks. I love you! His girlfriend was just looking at us. I was like, dude, I don't know, but this is for us. You turn away. God dang. 2 stairwells is, I mean, what are you doing that you need? Are you a high school? Bro, 2 stairwells is a little much. How many people live in the family? 4? 2 stairwells? And it's just like, dude, you remember vacuuming steps? Oh, holy manual labor. That was insane. For us, it was like, all right, you vacuum upstairs and downstairs. I'll get the stairs, because stairs is like, I'm gonna have to like plan my day around this. Remember the only thing you had to do all day was vacuum stairs? What a life. But like, I never got it right. I always had to do it like 4 times and it was still like bits and pieces not there. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I got to plug the vacuum in upstairs. I got to put it on the 7th step, vacuum the stairs, unplug the vacuum. Now the cord's hanging down from the balcony, and I got to unplug it, put it in the downstairs bathroom outlet so it goes on so I can meet in the middle and it won't reach. So I like really have to, makes a weird noise, stretches. Stairwell smells like a bouncy ball now. And yeah, still didn't really do it right. Then you got 2 stairwells? Dude, I'm good. Sometimes I just understand why people have like 1-story houses. We had a 1-story house for a little bit. Kind of nice, man. You get that 1-story fresh house when your parents get divorced, you're like, this is all we need. Right? But I was always looking around like, how the hell do we afford any of this, you know? Even now. I own everything in my apartment. I was like, how the hell did I buy all this shit? You ever do that? You ever just look around and be like, this is all my shit. I guess I don't know. I guess. Okay. I own all this stuff? Weird. But when you're a kid and you're like, okay, we got a TV. We got like an oven. How did we get that oven? Like, we pay for that? That's crazy. Like, we got a dog? We have a dog. How did we pay? Every day I was like, I don't want to know, but we're just rocking with it. I don't know. 2 stairwells, absolutely insanity. Just who is your dad? Regis Philbin? Jesus Christ, dude. It was the people with it, like, you could tell who was rich by their Christmas decorations too. Like, if they're balling out, icicle lights, tall Christmas tree, like in the tall room. Some rich people have a tall room, and you're like, damn, those ceilings are high. Put the Christmas tree in there. It's just like, did the mall send you their stuff that they aren't using anymore? Where and how did you get all this Christmas stuff? And when did you have time to set it up? Bro, I went to my friend's house a lot. Lived in our neighborhood, so couldn't have been that much more. But I think they were like downplaying they're rich, you know? They had like a good house. I grew up in a neighborhood where like the houses were good. They were good. They weren't like, oh, badass neighborhood. It was just like a decent neighborhood. It wasn't like an old neighborhood though. Proud of that. Proud of that. We had like a newer neighborhood. Dude lived halfway around the circle. I was at his house all the time. Why? Because they had a PlayStation. And I thought this was like, I went over there and I could not even, you have this at your house. Wait, bro. I couldn't wrap my head around this and I still kind of can't. You can just turn that on and play video games all day. He's like, yeah. I was like, dude, the way I can only get on the computer for like 10 minutes. And then I had to wash dishes to like earn another. Dude, it was insane. I was over there so much. Basketball court on the outside with the gorilla goal. Had to be rich. Breakaway rim. PlayStation on the inside. Meatball subs every night. I was like, why would I leave? I was at their house when they were setting up Christmas decorations one time. And I was like, yo, yeah, let's do it. I'll help. Bro, I'm telling you. That's when I realized that it was on another level. I was like, you guys have a red Christmas Bugs Bunny toilet seat for the guest bathroom? Ride my bike back over to my house. Wreath on the door. Not even lit up. I was like, oh, well. I know where we stand. How come it always gets sad and then the next voice message won't play?
This is my second take because I swallowed like 3 times in the last one and you could hear it and I just couldn't even handle it.
She's got a toad in her throat.
I realized I was bored when I moved from Minnesota to Arizona like 5 years ago. And oh my God, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to swallow. I'm so sorry.
Do it.
If this is gross.
You won't.
Sorry. I don't know why I have so much spit in my mouth.
Oh my God. Why is it so loud?
Anyway. And people down here, they like actually care about their cars and they buy like brand new cars. And when I was growing up, all my parents really cared about, they were like, okay, what's the cheapest thing we can buy that's going to help us survive the winter and the icy roads in case someone rolls their car and crashes into a light post. I did both of those things within 6 months. Anyway. And
relatable.
And then I got down here and I was like, oh my God, like people actually give a shit about their cars and they buy more expensive parts to make their cars even cooler.
Who gives a shit?
It's crazy. And it still jolts me every time someone's like, oh yeah, I just bought a 2025. I'm like, what? You bought a brand new fucking car?
I'm so down with you.
You were a millionaire. Kind of crazy because we're both bartenders at the same restaurant. I know what you
How do people buy anything?
Good for you. Yeah.
Yes, I agree 100%. Where's everybody getting all this money? And what am I doing wrong? I can't be that far off. No one's doing anything. And everybody's buying like, you got a new car? Bro, when people get a new car, my mind is just. Wait a second. We both work at the same place and you just got a 2025. I don't even care what it is. If it's a 2025, it was so much money. I'm like, you just had that? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm living inside just a box I made in my head. But like, you're so right. When people care about their car, I don't give a shit about my car, dude. If it wasn't for me doing who's buying this videos inside of my car and trash in the inside of it, I would never get a car wash. Who cares? Who's ever been like, his car's like dirty? Oh my God. flexing a car, you got to have, when people have more than one car, I'm like, dog, I just got to know, hey, can you put me on? Like, what do you do? And I feel like the people that are like our same level I feel like we're working our asses off. And I'm like, what? How does everybody else have 3 different cars and you have a studio? Who's paying for that? Dude, I kind of think everybody's parents are paying for their shit sometimes. Like some girls that I know, I'm like, there's no way, bro. There's no way. How do you do this? How do you afford it? How do you afford this? I'm not asking, but like in the back of my head, I'm like, because I know you don't do shit. My throat, did you hear that? Full circle. My throat was like, Jesus Christ.
So
Toadthroats.com.
I was kind of poor when I was in 5th grade, and I had to move schools, like move neighborhoods. And I started going to my new classmates' houses, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't know that houses could be this big. I live with my grandma, and I share a room with my mom. So I am poor, it turns out.
God, why does that, I promise, why does that feel right, though, to do that? Anytime I'm doing poor stuff and saving money, I'm like, this is the right thing to do, though. Every time I buy something and it's a little too much, I'm like, I feel guilty, man. Maybe some people don't feel guilt for doing that, but Jesus Christ. I'm like, get the worst place. Dude, my whole mind is set up for like simple and cheap. And I know my parents just put it in my brain. But every time I move anywhere, I'm like, okay, I need to be somewhere where I can walk to the gym and walk to where I work. Or I'm not moving. Like if I can't walk to the gym, if I have to spend gas money to go to the gym, God, that just sounds backwards to me. Anytime I've ever lived anywhere recently when I could like make decisions, it's been close to a restaurant that I've worked at and close to a gym, walking, bang, bang. I can't. Driving to a gym just seems like I can't. I mean, I used to do it, but like I was miserable on that drive. Should have been in so many wrecks. I don't know. I'll probably never flex something. God damn, I wish one day when we're rich off the pod, because we all benefit. The fam all benefits. The day ones know. You guys are the day ones. I think I'm still gonna be a little cheap ass bitch. All I need to do is live near stuff I need to go to. My only thing I need is I need to live on a busy street for some reason. Because if I lived in an apartment like kind of like it like hidden like off in the suburbs, I think I would maybe die. Like you ever pass a weird apartment complex and you're like, ew, you know? Like it looks nice probably because all the apartments look nice now because they all look the same and they're all really cheap. Dude, I think I could kick through a new apartment wall for sure. Oh shit! Whoops! Like on accident. You ever see one of those weird apartment complexes that like looks nice, but it's like in the middle of a cornfield? You're like, ew. Like, how do you not blow your brains out in there? It's like all quiet. I'm like, what is there? Everybody's just working from home in here? Like, give me some energy or something. I don't know. That's all I need, really. All I need is homeless people screaming outside of my window.
When did I know I was poor? A few things stand out.
I love it.
I'm going to say 3.
All my friends are poor. I love it.
1, I lived in just about 20 different places growing up. So at a certain point, I knew something was going on. And
what's going on?
I don't know if you're ready to hear this, but now
can't wait.
I fucking hate moving. You can't make me move. Like, how do people move so often and across the country?
Daunting task.
Like, I mean, do you just leave your shit in places? Like,
I know.
I think some people do. But yeah, number 2, One time as a kid, I got shoes at Dollar General.
All right, there we go. And now we're talking
I don't know
poor.
If they still have a clothing department at Dollar General, but go into the dollar store. Yeah, I'll be over in footwear.
My dream job to work in footwear at DSG.
Yeah, come find me if you need me. Oh, no, just have them page me over the mic. I think they were Dunlop shoes, if you remember.
Oh, hell yeah.
They don't really make it
Tennis.
like a lot of the others, but shout out to them. And then number 3, this is, kind of an okay one, but definitely poor. I got a winter coat at a thrift shop as a kid. On the bright side,
Bro, setting
it was
trends.
an Orlando Magic starter set.
Shut up!
So that was
you
cool.
Spoiled brat.
Yeah, those are instances where I knew I was poor. Ring out some more beer. I don't know. I got about 40 ounces more instances ago. Maybe a whole 6-pack.
This guy.
May or may.
He might be poor, but he'll always be one of my buds. Jeez, dude, shoes from Dollar General. Who knew? Dude, what if you went in there to buy shoes at Dollar General and you're like, you guys have any more in the back? Imagine the face they would make at you. So do you guys have any size 12s in the back? Dunlops? I remember getting shoes at Value City. Dude, my mom would tear up a Value City. I'd be looking at the jerseys in Value City like, yo, they got a Kansas City Chiefs. But they'd all be defected. You know what I mean? There'd be a Kansas City Chiefs and I'd be like, yo! And there'd be no number on the back. I'd be like, God damn it, dude. Everything in Value City, I can't find a Value City steal. Let me get a find at Value City one time. Nope. Value City's always going to Value City. Jesus, Value City, bro. Where'd you grow up? What part of the country did you grow up? Where were you? Where are you from? Value City. Everything kind of messed up at Value City. God, I just want to know how much time I spent there. When Value City went out of business, I was like, oh my God. What are we going to do as a country? What are we going to do as a family? Got shoes from Value City. I'll never forget that. I know they had to be $21. 21. I asked somebody at the Comedy Store yesterday how they knew they were poor. I was feeling out the question a little bit. I was like, what's the moment you realized you were poor? And he was like, yo, I bought toothpaste from Dollar General. And I'm like, dude, you rich bitch? That's every day. Dude, if you didn't grow up with 89-cent toothpaste, if you didn't grow up with AIM, how good was AIM? AIM was cheap and it tasted so good that my rich friend was like, damn, you guys have good toothpaste. And I was like, he thinks we're rich. You can kind of tell. You can tell by people's toothpaste too, if they're rich or not. The people that had that Aqua Fresh toothpaste that it was different colors, you squeeze it different. It doesn't come in a tube. It comes in like a rocket ship. You remember that? White, green, red. Looked like a party. I was like, who's buying this? Honestly, my cousins had it. I was like, oh, I cannot wait to brush my teeth. Maybe that's why they did it. I'd be hyped to brush my teeth at my cousins. I was like, I'm going to eat this. Remember you just used to swallow toothpaste? Or was I the only one doing that? I used to take down a whole tube just swallowing it. What's up? And one day my aunt was like, you're not spitting? And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, you're supposed to spit that out. And I was like, your toothpaste is so good. I was just swallowing it. Because in my head, I was like, they're going to trust everybody to spit this out every time. Dude, I was taking that down. I was like, if it makes my mouth smell good, I'm just going to swallow it so my breath will smell good the whole day. Made my stomach hurt so bad for so many weeks. It still is insane that they expect 4-year-old kids or 5-year-old kids to brush their teeth and not swallow that. I was just guzzling Aquafresh. I was like, man, this is honestly a birthday party in my mouth. It's a party in my mouth. You know what I'm talking about though? The like you press it, it has a convertible top. Fucking my toothpaste is Iron Man. Who made Aquafresh? Tony Stark. Hello, Mr. Stark. Jarvis, can I have some toothpaste? Swallows it all. Thank you. No problem, sir. I'm like, what happened to just aim?
The brokest I've ever been is when I was at college at IU and I had to go out to the bars and we just pretended we were on a bar crawl and made up our own fake list of when we told a blonde girl she had to buy us a shot, a brunette girl she had to buy us a shot, a redhead she had to buy us 2 shots, and we did that all night, and surprisingly it worked, and it was the best night of our lives.
Oh yeah, you got a good plan, dude. You had a killer plan. Who put that together? That's like some lieutenant work. Captain America made your plan going out. Can tell he only just watched one movie. That is the OG trick, though. I don't know one person that was just going out when they were younger buying shots. That's unbelievable amounts of money. You get turned at the house before you leave. Everybody knows that. Like way hard, like too hard, because you're not buying anything when you're out. That's insane. I still think it's crazy. I was never friends with anybody that had going out money. We would bring like flasks and stuff and like water bottles, stuff it in our pockets and just get like a Sprite and like pour alcohol in it. Like what a chore to go. Just wasting our time. It was fun, but like Jesus Christ, the things, way too many things. It's a party in the USA. How many flasks did I own and lose in 17 minutes? Because I take one sip of a beer, I don't know where anything is anymore. One sip of a beer, where the hell's my wallet? Where's my phone? Where's my flask keys? Nothing. No clue. But everybody had that friend that like worked in corporate for a little bit and he like had like money and didn't know what to do with it and would just buy shots. Shots! And I'd be like, I'm not saying no. That one friend that would just buy you drinks all night, you're like, are we going to make out after this? Do I need to make out with you after this? Are you going to keep buying them if I don't? Because if you need me to make out with you or love you or something, like I'll do it. I'll do anything to not buy anything at a bar. But boy, the way I would spend money on food. I would spend everything I had to my name on food. Breadsticks? Takes one sip of beer. Breadsticks are $40. I'll take 2 of them for everybody.
How I knew we were kind of poor is every single summer, my mom would get invited to the town pool by one of her friends. And right off the bat, 1, we didn't have a pool. And 2, we didn't have the town pool membership. So she would be invited as a guest, and she would hide me and my brother in the trunk of her Volvo car.
Nice.
Encapsulated closed trunk, while my sister was in front, and she would just claim my sister and her at the admission booth for 2 tickets, while me and my brother were literally in the trunk waiting to go through the lines of cars. And then the funny thing is, once we got back out, we never hit again.
Love
We
this
just
dude.
went back out, and they would even see us and never say anything. So, yeah, my mom was trying to save, $20 for us to swim, every single day in the summer. So that clarifies us as poor.
$20? $20 a month? That is, if it was. Did we all go to the community pool when we were kids? Right? I grew up. Everything I know today is from what someone told me at the Greenwood Community Pool. God, I wonder how much that was. Just sneaking into a community pool like you're a car full of Mexicans going across the border. I love it. Just dying, just heat stroke in the trunk of a Volvo. Just to get adult swimmed 400 times the whole day you're there. My day would be in shambles if we pulled up to the Greenwood Community Pool and they're like, no, something's wrong with the water. We're closed today. I'd be like, You're honestly joking, right? How weird was the locker room at a community pool? I was like, ugh. Everything's wet. Everybody's naked and they don't care. I'm like, how come I've seen like so many asses? You see so much at the community pool. You're like, ew, you got to pee in the stall. You're at bare feet. Everything's all soggy. You see an old guy's ass. You feel like really, I never felt safe in the whitest town in Indiana. I was like, ugh. There's always something weird going on. Like there's a dad brought his daughter and the daughter's in the guy's bathroom. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? I'm just trying to beg my mom for a Laffy Taffy. Got in trouble by the lifeguard. Feel weird now. Feel like I'm going to get kicked out. Feel like I feel guilty at the pool. You ever feel guilty at the pool? Start crying. Then you go underwater. Were you crying? No, I just got chlorine in my eyes. God. But yeah, best days of my life. They really were checking that shit hard too, weren't they? I can remember like a community pool having like barbed wire at the top. I was like, good Lord. Just want to play Marco Polo on that ass.
Oh, we the best. Convict music. We taking over. Yeah. Listen up.
Listen.
Oh, sings on. Hi. The time I realized our family was poor, we weren't poor. Like, I'm just gonna be straight up with you. We weren't poor, but like, we definitely weren't like wealthy. You know what I mean? We're kind of like somewhere in the middle. I feel like a lot of us in the fam were somewhere in the middle. But I realized that growing up, looking back, like my dad would go to our neighbor's house to watch The Sopranos because we never had HBO or any of the other channels. And then I realized it kind of like later in high school because all of my girlfriends were watching Sex and the City, and it was like huge when we were in high school. And I don't know what day it came on, but every day it came on, I would then have to go to my friend's house to watch it. We would have like a big girls' night there. And my dad, I feel bad. I feel bad now because my dad would be like, yeah, when you kids were younger, I didn't get any of that crap for you guys to watch. We didn't have HBO. It wasn't because, I was trying to be mean. You might think I was trying to be mean. It wasn't because I was trying to be mean. It was because, I didn't want you guys watching that garbage that was on there.
Oh, same dad. Everybody had the same
maybe
dad.
One day you'll look back and appreciate it. That's how he explains it today. But meanwhile, I'm like, hey, Dad, you were going every Sunday over to neighbor Pete's house and watching The Sopranos. How do you explain that one? Anyway, but thinking about HBO now, like, didn't they have that show Real Sex? That was kind of wild, right? Like nudity. I can't imagine having access to that. And I'm curious if you had those stations because something tells me you did. I don't know. I feel like you did. Anyway, miss you, Hunty. Bye, Hunty. Have a great week, Hunty.
No, I'd see Real Sex on the preview guide channel scrolling up, and I'd be like, yo, what is that all about? Channel 99, go check it out. It'd just be straight static. But sometimes it would flicker, and I'd be like, what are they doing? I didn't have Real Sex. Never have. But did I have a friend who had that channel? Did it come in a little bit clearer than mine, but not all the way clear? So many weird nights doing that, dude. Staying up till 3 o'clock watching real sex. And it wasn't even porn. It was fake. I used to make shit up. Like, we had those channels, though. I used to lie to my friends. I'd be like, dude, I watched Howard Stern last night, and they showed everything. It was like a weird, like, anniversary Howard Stern, and they just, like, showed it. And my friends would be like, no way. I'd be like, yeah. Maybe it's just us. I don't know. Maybe it's just, like, a channel I have. Made the whole thing up. He's a liar! No, I looked at porn the old-fashioned way. I found it at my grandpa's house. All right. Amazing. We're all the same. We were born in the same poor family, and I wouldn't have it any other way, fam. We are the church, happy to be poor as shit in the same family. Dear Diary. Tough vid this week, fam. Tough vid. Hey, we did our best. We brought back Coach Rocco. Hey, we did our thing. We We really liked the video. We bought a pizza for the video. Was going to eat the pizza during the video with the whistle in my mouth. Football coach video. I don't know if you guys know. It's on my YouTube. It's on my Instagram. Had a great time making it. Had to reshoot it. Okay, we got to buy another pizza. It's kind of a bitch. Went to Domino's, got the pizza. Like the night before, because I was like, I don't want to do this tomorrow. I'll just get another pizza. We'll shoot this tomorrow, and then we'll put it back in. Da-da-da. Go to heat up the pizza in the oven. Forget it's in there. Burn the pizza. Pizza was $21. I don't know why I decided to go Domino's, but I was like, I don't want to drive all the way to Little Caesars. By the way, it took me everything. Who's not buying a Little Caesars pizza, bro? That's got to be the number. It's still like $7. $5 hot and ready. I mean, it ends up being $7 just because all that, but whatever. Okay, got it down. Okay, burnt it. God damn it. Tell my roommate, I'm like, dude, can you pick up a frozen pizza from Target real quick on your way back? Yeah, sure. Put the pizza in. Forget it's in there. Burn it again. Pizza number 4 for a 4-second clip. 4 pizzas. The 4th pizza was gas. And I like a pizza burnt too. But the pretty thing about all those pizzas is that I didn't eat any of the crust. I just ripped all the cheese and pepperonis off the top and ate them like a little selfish, spoiled brat. Was it the best food I've had in a month? Did I stare at the ceiling, dreaming the whole time I was chewing up pepperoni and cheese? Yeah. 4 pizzas burnt. 3 pizzas burnt. Kill me. 3 pizzas burned, 4 pizzas made, 1 bad video. Show and tell. Hey, I don't know what's going on here. I have a secret admirer, and they always send me stuff. I have a couple guesses on who it is, but I kind of don't want to know either. I'm telling you, if you send me something, I kind of don't care what it is. I got a big variety pack of LaCroix. Unbelievable. Stop drinking LaCroix. I like being poor. Stop drinking LaCroix. Don't need it anymore. I'm off the Croix. I'm off the bubbles, babe. Don't eat it. God, that was a crazy. I think I went through 400 LaCroix in 2 weeks. You should have heard my throat then. Sound like a T-Rex. Sound like a T-Rex when he's hungry. He's like peeking through the trees. What else did I... Oh, I got sent mustard. Mustard? Unbelievable present. But this time. Secret admirer. I love you. Swedish candy? This is like that viral. I mean, it was viral at one point. People were telling me all about it. They're like sold out. Valentine's Day? Look how goddamn, look at this. Send me something. I'm telling you. I'll put my P.O. box in the description of the pod. And I'll try it on the pod. Soccer bit. Love gummy mix. Oh, see, it's all about packaging. For me, it's about the packaging. Look how easy that was. Bro, can we just go through this? I know this is, you gotta watch the YouTube. I just wish you guys could smell this shit. Okay, first, excuse me? This soft gummy heart? I feel your heart beat to the beat of the drum. Oh my God. It tastes like hold on a minute. Ew, don't chew on the podcast. Ashley, hey, you were doing well. You're doing good. It tastes like a strawberry shortcake. It does. And I'm not saying that just because we talked about it. It tastes like exactly like a strawberry shortcake heart. This little bottle, is it going to taste like Coke? Oh my God, it's root beer. It's root beer! I'm going to start sweating. 2 more. Oh, shut up. This thing. Whatever this is. God damn, you can't really see, but Jesus Christ. It's like a, see what I'm talking about here? It's almost like a Twizzler flower. There we go again. Swedish people, bro. I don't know what you got going on besides IKEA and this candy. But Lord. All right, one more thing and I'll shut up. This little pink ball. This is going to be gas, I know. It's hard on the outside, but just wait. This is how I act every time I eat food. Every time I eat food, I shake my head and get the chills. I think I'm a dog. I think I'm actually a dog. Like not like that. But I think I'm actually a dog. Every time I eat, I think about it. And I'm like, I think I'm actually a dog. All right, this little pink ball tastes like pink lemonade. How do they do it? I don't know. We're going to a place nearby. I gotta go. Cringe moment of the week. Cringe moment of the week. Had a show in Malibu. There's a place I went in Malibu. There's a little winery. Dude asked me to do a show. It's like, let's get it. I'll never say no to a show. I don't think I ever have one time. I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Who am I to turn it down? Who do I think I am? I'll do it. Go to the show. A girl was there that works there that recognized me from last time and was like, you again. And I was like, oh, shit, okay. It's about to be like this. And during shows, people are doing stand-up. I was the last guy to go. Felt cool. Did you hear my throat? I sure did. I'm the last guy to go on the show. So I'm like walking around. There's like a gift shop. It's a winery. So like we're in like the clubhouse part of the winery. I've done comedy shows in the weirdest places. And 98% of them aren't comedy clubs. They're just like weird places. This is how it goes. I don't care. I don't know. Let's get it. Some comedians are picky. Oh my God. Like that play, like the ceilings are high, like the laughs. Shut up. Just be funny, shut up, and go home. Jesus Christ. So I'm in like the gift shop. The girl's working there. She's talking to me. I'm like trying to like just like, I don't know. When you're the last person on the show, you got to like, you're gauging the room. You're like, oh, that guy was, people will crush. And you're like, well, got to outdo that. Well, not outdo them, but you know what I mean? You're the last person. So the people expect you to, you know what I mean? There's certain standards. So I'm just like, you good, you know what I mean? I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking, like I'm running through my stuff. Like, okay, I got a joke for that. Okay. Boom, boom. She's talking to me in and out. She's being funny. She's being like delightful. She's not being annoying. And I get cold all of a sudden. I'm like, I'm going to walk out to my car. Before a show, I'll walk to Mississippi. I'm like, all I got is like time to kill. Like, I've been to so many damn comedy shows. I'm not going to sit in the crowd. Like I'm moving around. Like it's a weird situation. So I go out to my car like 3 times sometimes. And I'm like, I don't know. There's still like time. Like there's still 40 minutes. Go out to my car, get my jacket, Raiders jacket. I was like, oh yeah, I live in California. Let me pop this thing on. Throw it on, walk inside, everybody. Oh my God, you're not a Raiders fan, are you? You're not a Raider. I forget how people are so weird about that stuff. I'm like, dude, I just bought it like because of the colors. Like, I don't care. Raiders? Shut up. Put it on. The girl's like, oh my God. No way you're a Raiders fan. I was like, yeah. She's like, no, you just got that because you just moved here. I was like, no, I've been a Raiders fan for a long time. She's like, okay. You know what I mean? I was like, I was a Raiders fan way before they moved out of LA. I was like an LA Raiders fan. Like I was looking at her dead in the face, like trying to be like kind of hot. And I was like, I was a fan when they had like Woodson, like the LA days. I said it like 4 times and she was just looking at me like, and I was like, holy shit, what? And she goes, Oakland? Oh my God. Cringe moment of the week. He was trying to talk sports and be hot. Little did he know, the Raiders are from Oakland, which is not even close to LA. Dude, I feel like every time I say LA, I'm thinking California. I don't know any geography. I really need to get on that. And I thought they moved. I was like, I mean, when they moved to LA. And she goes, they're in Las Vegas. I was like, dude, just shut up. Can we delete this whole conversation? You ever talk to somebody and fuck up so bad? You're like, can we start over? Can I delete this from your mind? It was so bad I didn't know what to say. I gotta go. I just walked. I turned in a circle and came right back. I did the 3. You know when you're mad when you're a kid, you spin around 3 times and you lose your mad. I had to lose my dumb. I was like, I gotta get out of here. Spin, just like this. Okay, deleted. What were we talking about? So dumb. It's 2 days. Then we're going to a place nearby. Thursday, today. Shower with a friend day. Those shirts at like Hot Topic that were like, save water, share with a friend. Pretty weird in high school, honestly. I was so scared to shower next to guys. I was like, I don't want to do that. That's half the reason I didn't do anything growing up. I was like, I just don't want to see anybody naked, really. Dude, I peed in the stall till I was like 14. Who knew? Scared to death, would pee in the stall every time. But then we had to start showering. I went to like a summer camp and people were showering. I was like, you guys are absolutely insane, dude. You're getting loose in here like that? I can't shower with anybody. That's like my time. Showering with a girl is so weird. I'm like, I get to see your routine. I don't want you to see my routine. I don't want you to know me like that, you know? Like what I do. That's like a very personal space to me. God dang, and if you saw me take a shower now, people's minds would be blown. I do the spray tan shower. I let it come out of the faucet like I'm filling up a bath, except for the drains running, and I'm just washing myself like I'm a orphan in a well. Armpits, crotch, feet. Bye. That's it. 2 minutes, a lot of bending over, a lot of because I don't want to get my body wet. Spray tan. If I had to do that little number with a girl in the shower, they'd be like, okay, can't talk to you ever again. But I would, is the thing. I'll break up with a girl over a spray tan. Believe that. Friday. Frozen yogurt day. Where have all the frozen yogurt places gone? Give me a orange leaf. Give me a Ellis. Give me a, yeah. Give me a, yeah. I never cared about frozen yogurt. Hey, just give me the real thing. What is it, healthy? Shut up. Frozen yogurt. Hey, you know who loved frozen yogurt more than anybody? Every single girl on the planet. Frozen yogurt. Bruh. It's just Dairy Queen. You ever see one of those frozen yogurt places that's just unmanned and it's just all like do it yourself? I'm like, ew. There's so many, like at malls, there's just a store with frozen yogurt machines on the wall and like toppings in the middle. I'm like, ew, bro, no. That's how you know your mall lost its magic. How many frozen yogurt machines they got in there? Frozen yogurt stores. That's half of malls now. It's just like vending machines full of shit and like people giving massages. People doing massage chairs. How many massage chairs are in your mall? I'll tell you if it's going to like implode. Nothing makes me more pissed off than I see a mall that's all like boarded up. I'm like, couldn't do anything with it? Bring back malls. Everything's coming back. Bring back malls. Fitted hats. Old cars, body styles. Baggy jeans. Jerseys. Low-rise jeans. Bell bottoms. Everything's back. Where's Fry's Electronics? Where's FYE? Where's Time Out Arcade? You're just like old. Yeah, but I want to feel young again. You're like gross. Saturday. Bring back malls, bro. I want the fountain to roar again. Dude, if I was the mayor, oh my God. I'd build it. First thing on the list, build a new mall. Yippee-yay! Fettuccine Alfredo day. Can we stop with that? Can we stop doing that? I don't even think. Hey, Fettuccine Alfredo doesn't feel like it should be on the menu. Kind of feels like in pasta. Okay. But doesn't it? Doesn't it? Look at all the pastas. Rigatoni, matatoni, papadoni, pacatoni, patata, tutta patty, patata, that's spaghetti. Then Fettuccine Alfredo. I'm like, what fat white guy was just like, yeah, you know, you guys are missing. I think somebody just made that up. I'm like, Fettuccine Alfredo is for people that have no idea. I have never had Italian food before, and they don't know what to order. And it's at a place that doesn't have chicken tenders. Fettuccine Alfredo is the chicken tenders of pasta. It's creamy sauce. God, girls love creamy sauce. I'm so over it. Oh my God, the white sauce, creamy. Everything has to be fucking creamy and comfy. Creamy. All right. My goodness. Sunday. You're like being sexist. Okay, Ashley, Jesus Christ. Iowa Day. No better state. Iowa, Ohio, Indiana. Just take me there, slap my ass, and make me start a family. Good God. Give me a fence in the back, not a picket fence. I'm talking about a popsicle stick ass fence. Give me a 1-story ranch, a fence, a dog, the worst wife of all time, and a bratty ass kid, and let me just live in Iowa. No, I'm kidding. I'd kill myself. But I do love Iowa as a place, man. One of the best cities I've been to just to do comedy in. But like anything simple, and like I went to Des Moines to do a show. I was just like, this is perfect. Strip mall right outside of the comedy club. They had a what is the place that they like? I just feel at home in the Midwest, man. It just feels so good. What do they have? They have the Plato's Closet. I was like, yes. I hate Plato's Closet, but yes. There's never anything good in there, and they're so picky, bro. Who does Plato's Closet think they are? Here's everything I worked so hard for my whole entire life. I wore it one time. Here you go. Here's 16 cents. God damn. What am I supposed to bring in here? I could go to Burberry, buy a purse, bring it into Plato's Closet. They'd be like, here's $4. Jesus Christ. What do you guys want from me, dude? How are they still in business? Plato's Closet is one of those stores, man. You go in there, it smells like shit. It smells like your friend's dad's closet. You're like, ew. You ever go into your friend's parents' closet? You're like, I should not be in here. Every Plato's Closet smells like that. How do you get a job at Plato's Closet? What's that hiring process like? Job interview, Plato's Closet. Just saying. Hey fam, I love you guys. Thank you for the voice messages. If you're in New Orleans, might be there. Just saying. Keep leaving the voice messages. Keep hyping. Keep hyping the pod. Tell the psychos. To get them in the Kiss Club. Get them in. We need more espressos. They need to convert. Convert them. But if they don't get it, fuck them. If you're not poor and you didn't live at the community pool growing up, you're not part of the fam. Just saying. No, I love you guys for real. Next week, we'll have a banger question. Some vids. We're on our shit. We're on our poor guy shit, and we're moving. We feel good. We feel simple. We feel efficient. Are you like hyping yourself up because like you're poor? All right, Ashley, I'll talk to you later. See you guys next week. Fun.